Kazakhstan is ready to join the global initiative to reduce methane emissions. This was announced by the head of state Kassym-Jomart Tokayev during the UN climate conference in Dubai. Being also one of the main suppliers of uranium to the global market, Kazakhstan is ready to further scale up its contribution to the development of carbon-free energy generation. Moreover, in order to attract the attention of global community to the problem of water resource scarcity in Central Asia, Kazakhstan will initiate the first joint water summit with France on the margins of the UN General Assembly next year, as well as the climate summit of Central Asia under the auspices of the UN in 2026. What do we need to know about the climate agenda today, and why is the world so concerned about global warming? My colleague Aynur Mangale is ready to tell us more. Aynur, the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you, Dorian. The agenda of the 28th Conference of the Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change is ambitious to review and update the action plan to prevent global warming. By this time, world powers are already lagging behind the plan to realize their commitments under the Paris Agreement, the progressive reduction of greenhouse gas emissions into the atmosphere. Experts note that in order to achieve interim results by 2030, it is necessary to reduce the share of emissions by at least 40% from the level of 2019. At the same time, a significant contribution to the decarbonization process should be made by the largest producers of coal, oil and gas. Kazakhstan is among the active participants of the climate dialogue. The country was one of the first to ratify the Paris Agreement in 2016. Speaking at the plenary session of the summit, President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev noted that the country has the potential to become a leader in clean energy. The country, in addition to actively implementing alternative energy projects, is also a global leader in uranium supplies. With rare earth metals exports are also a priority.
I am pleased to announce today that Kazakhstan has decided to join the Global Methane Pledge. At the same time, we are eager to tackle the enormous challenge of coal in our region by implementing our region's first ever Just Energy Transition Partnership in Kazakhstan. For both of these to succeed, we look to our friends and partners for their concrete support.
With a share of renewable energy sources and electricity generation only at a level not exceeding 5%, Kazakhstan is actively implementing solar and wind generation projects. Foreign investments are being attracted to the sector. The realization of large-scale plants is on the schedule. The country is expanding partnerships in the energy sector with global market players.
Within COP-28, within the official visit of the head of the state over here in Dubai, we will sign relevant agreements with French Total, with Saudi Aqua Power and with Emirati Masdar. Altogether, we plan to put into operations together with them 3 gigawatts of wind power in Kazakhstan. The total volume of investments will amount to more than $4.5 billion.
At the same time, experts note that financing remains the main missing link within the climate agenda. On the margins of the summit, the leaders agreed to create a loss and damage fund to help developing economies combat climate change. Kazakhstan can also count on financing, experts said, and in priority sectors such as agriculture and water management.
We are talking about 4 priority sectors that are most affected by climate change: agriculture, water management and forestry. For example, in agriculture, rising temperatures can increase the risk of drought, which means we need to adapt to the new conditions by using technologies that will maintain productivity in the sector.
Thus, the climate agenda is becoming an integral part of the interpolitical dialogue. The loud statements and concerns of world leaders about climate change are not just a game of words, but a desire to work together to ensure a stable and sustainable future for all of us. That is all I have from the UN Climate Conference that is now being held in Dubai. Dorian, giving the floor back to you.
Thank you very much. My colleague Aynur Mangale was live with our studio from the hot city of Dubai, where the World Climate Summit COP-28 is currently taking place.